Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to night 2 of the Emmy nominations. I'm Jaqueline Karli from WBOC.
And I'm Julio Avila from WTKR in great Southeast Virginia, right here in Hampton Roads. Hey, I hope all of you guys watching are very excited. Hopefully you have a lot of energy right now. But before we get started, we just want to remind you, make sure that you let us know how you're feeling. Share it on social media. Post your comments using hashtag capital Emmys. And if you do that, you'll be entered in for a contest. Get this, Jackie, a contest to be a virtual presenter next month on Emmy night on June 26th.
And how exciting is that? How exciting is that? If you post something before noon tomorrow, you'll be entered to win anytime between last night's presentation and then tomorrow at noon. So get creative and let's have some fun.
Yes, we shall. Let's all have a great night. So let us begin. So the first category up, we got category number 5. We have Daily News Report Single Shift, and we've got The Verdict is Turkey from Wavy TV right here in Hampton Roads. Followed by Astro, the Dog with 9 Lives from WJLA up in Washington. DC teen tries to save her mom as 911 sends medics to wrong address from WUSA 9, also in Washington. And now we move on to our next category, but for some of you, this might be no surprise because there was a sneak peek of this category. This one, talent reporter for Daily News. We've got Graff's general assignment news from WJLA, Heather Graff, the reporter. And then we've got Drew Wilder reporting composite from WRC. Lindsay Watts reports from WTTG. Jeff Abell composite, WBFF. Jay Korf reporter compilation from WJLA, also in Washington. And moving on to the next category, editor news single shift, we've got Tolu Oluwadia, video editor composite. I apologize if I butchered your name right there, from WUSA 9. Benjamin Leonard Worsley from WFF. And the next category now, hard news report with no time limit. The first one up, why you're seeing local police with military equipment. This one from WUSA 9. Kettling on Swan Street, also from WUSA 9. Moving on to the next category, 7A, breaking or spot news, single report. First one, give me a name, whatever that name may be, from WBFF. Morning RGB from WTTG. And another one, for some of you, this might be no surprise because we did sneak peek this one earlier before tonight. We've got deadly gas explosion, a Baltimore tragedy from WJZ. And then toppled, protesters tear down Confederate statue from WRC. Labyrinth Road explosion, day 1 from WBAL up in Baltimore. A city awash in outrage from WJLA. George Floyd White House protests, WTTG. And now we're moving on to category number 48, live news producer, sharing history, Michael Jaffe, 2020 composite from WJLA. Jeff Ackerman, news producer composite from WUSA 9. Kelly Chase, 2020 composite from WJLA. Allison DeMora, producer composite from WUSA 9. And now for the next category, 44A director, and there was only one entry for this one, or at least one that we're seeing right here, WUSA 9 News at 11, the director, Emily Hansen. And now moving on to category 49I, Talent Reporter Live. We all know the importance of live reporting. We've got the Battle of Washington from WUSA 9, Nathan Baca, the reporter. Kristen Powers, live reports from WJLA. Protest Up Close Live, WBFF, Keith Daniels, the reporter. And another one with a single entry, this one, 53B, video journalist, no production time limit. Old Man, one-man band marches on. WJLA by Jay Korf, the reporter. He also was the photographer and the editor. Literally a one-man band right there. And you know, Jackie, that's definitely how this business is going with the one-man banding right now.
Boy, it sure is. The hardest working people in television, right? So, Julio, have you ever wondered
Exactly.
what goes into judging the Emmys, the whole process behind it?
As a matter of fact, yes, I have. Are you going to tell us how it's done?
Well, I'm not, but they've put together a real snazzy video that'll show how it's done.
All right, well, hit it.
So, you submitted an entry last winter. Have you ever wondered what happens next? Your entry takes quite a journey before it arrives on Emmy night. Once you upload your best work from the last year into Emmy Express, the chapter's awards committee reviews every single entry for accuracy, making sure it's in the correct category. Then, entries are sent out for judging. Judges are recruited from chapters all over the country. At least 7 judges score every single entry, and no more than 3 judges can be from the same station or ownership group. Most of the judging takes place online through Emmy Express, but some select categories may be scored in person with a room full of judges. News and programming entries are scored for creativity, content, and execution. Craft categories are scored for creativity and execution. Entries are judged against a standard of excellence on their own merit and do not compete against each other. English entries are judged by English-speaking judges, and Spanish language entries are judged by Spanish-speaking judges. By the spring, once every entry is judged, scores are sent directly to our accountant. The awards committee, with the help of our accountant, uses national guidelines to determine which scores are worthy of a nomination and which might also deserve to receive the Emmy. This is a blind process. Only the accountant knows which specific categories or entries are being discussed. Because English and Spanish language entries are judged separately, nominations and Emmy recipients are all determined separately. And remember how entries are judged on a scale of excellence? That's why on Emmy night, there may be one award, more than one award, or no award given in each category. That's how it works. Congratulations to the Emmy nominees and recipients.
So you can see, Julio, it's not just a matter of picking a name out of a hat. There's a lot that goes into this, and people have put in so much time and effort. So a big thanks to everyone involved in that process.
And I
All right,
think a
let's
lot
move
of
on now.
questions have
Go ahead,
already
I'm
been
sorry.
answered. But I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering if they're going to show up on the nomination list today. Jackie, why don't you take it away?
I will. Our next category is Investigative Single Report, the Pratt Probe Tracking the Missing Comptroller, WBFF. Project Baltimore, Missing, also WBFF. And Julio, I might need your help on this one. This is investigative, multiple reports.
All right, let's see. We've got Farmville, Brote Mortal de COVID-19 in the COVID-19. I might as well say it all in Spanish. No Spanglish tonight. In Centro de Ice, Farmville, deadly outbreak of COVID-19 in Ice Center from Telemundo 44 WZDC.
You said that perfectly. Okay, the next is Project Baltimore Hunting Ground, WBFF. The Cumberland Children's Hospital Investigation, WTVR. Next, we have Talent Reporter Investigative, Jody Fleischer, Investigative Reporter, WRC. Eric Flack Investigates, WUSA 9. Scott McFarlane Investigates in Washington, WRC. Laura French Composite, WTVR. Now we have Photographer News, Single Shift, Brad Wilson Composite, WTVR. An Unforeseen Year, WTTG, Jesse Burkett Hall, Photographer. Now we have Photographer News, No Production Time Limit, Ruth Morton's Photography Composite, WBFF. Cole Cuts Photography, WTVR, Cole Pearson, Photographer. And this is news feature, light feature, firefighter bones Logan, a cut above, WTVR. Virginia air feed, a teen angel from above, WTVR. Frank Lee Ruggles, saving natural wonders one photo at a time, WTVR. Okay, here we go again, Julio. A news feature, light feature. Help me out.
¿Qué se recicla en el condado de Montgomery? What can you recycle in Montgomery County? From Montgomery Community Media. Pretty great question. Do you know what you can recycle up in Salisbury?
Anything with a 1 and a 2 in the little triangle. I think that's as far as it goes. Okay. Our next one, next category. This is also one of our sneak peeks. Did you see it earlier? News feature, serious feature, single report. Teen artist Milagros Cavett. I don't think of my disability too often. I just go with it. WTVR. Today we all grieve. WVEC. Rescue risks. We have to stop the dying. WRC. A Baltimore miracle. WJZ. Project Baltimore. It's hard losing a mother. WBFF. Into the epicenter. Defense media activity. This is news feature, serious feature, multiple reports. The pilot's cap. WDBJ7. Okay. Ángeles detrás de la pandemia, Montgomery Community Media. How'd I do?
Oh, you did perfect. That was a Spanish T 100.
Okay, thank you. We practiced ahead of time. I hope it was close. Shaken in Puerto Rico, WUSA 9. Velocidad una pasión mortal, WFDC Entravisión. Now we have editor, news, no production time limit, Curtis Acres Composite, WTVR. Tolo Olowadia, editor composite, WUSA 9. Scotty Smith editor compilation, WJLA. Winter Solstice, WRC, Chris Ciccatelli, editor, producer. New category and writer, news. It's hard losing a mother, WBFF, Carolyn Pierce, writer. Michael, WBFF, Carolyn Pierce, writer. Jay Korf, Stories of Hope, WJLA, Jay Korf, reporter. Now, just a reminder, if your nominations, oh, I'm sorry, what? I was going to say, if your nomination's awarded an Emmy on June 26th, we will be shipping the Emmy statues to your station or company.
So I'm sure a lot of people out there are already excited. They're already, I don't know about you, Jackie, but I can already feel the energy just all around this region.
Well, especially after such a difficult year and so many challenges, it's nice to be celebrating excellence in our profession. So congratulations on everybody who's being nominated tonight.
Exactly. But hey, of course, we also provide Emmy nomination certificates on request. So go to the Emmy page on capitalemmys.tv if you would like us to send the certificate straight to you. But how about we continue on to the next set of categories?
Let's do it.
All right, now we've got 16A, Crime News Single Shift, Names Behind the Numbers from WBFF. Fender Bender Gun from WJLA. And now we go on to crime news, this time with no time limit. 17 years wasted. You're going to find out what happened to me from WTVR up in Richmond. Virginia Beach cold case files. What happened to Barbara Jean right next door from us over in Virginia Beach? And that was, of course, a new category right there. Got a little carried away right there. That was crime, long form content for anything that was longer than 10 minutes. And that was the only entry for that one. And now we have another category, 15B, Business Consumer News, no time limit. We've got Jonathan the Juggler, When the Crowds Disappear from WTVR. Squatter Squabbles from Wavy. Underage Buyer's Market, that one sounds pretty interesting. WRC. River City Upholstery, Living the American Dream One Stitch at a Time from WTVR. Gun Sales Record from WUSA 9. Saving Ashland Theater, it was tough closing the doors from WTVR. And now moving on to 15C, Business Consumer Short Form Content. Again, another single entry. We've got Farmer Makes Firewood, a blazing success. I love that right there. I wonder what else Maryland Public Television has. Keep up the puns. I love it. And moving on to 15D, Business Consumer Long Form Content. Verify Protecting Your Money, WUSA 9. And now we've got 49F Talent Reporter Consumer. Mallory Sofasti, Consumer Investigator from WMAR in Baltimore. Susan Hogan, NBC4 Responds, WRC. Rachel DePompa, Consumer Reporter, WWBT. And now our new category, 54, Technical Achievement. Beethoven at 250 Birthday Bash, National Philharmonic. Executive Producer Jim Kelly, Producer Kyle Schick, and Robert Poland, Executive Producer. Bill Kelly's Backyard, WJLA, Bill Kelly, Meteorologist. And now we move on to category 43, Audio. Chesapeake Beacon's Audio, Maryland Public Television. Jillian Kutchman, Post-Production, Audio Technician. Sound Design and Audio Mix Composite, Game On, Liberty Flames Sports Network. Alex Short, Sound Designer. American Holiday Festival, Deck the Halls, the United States Army Band, Pershing's Own. Brian Knox, the lead audio engineer, with Alex Ryder, AJ Maynard, and Eric Mezek, all audio engineers. And now we go on to category 44B, Director Short Form Content, another single category, Run, Hide, Fight from Rocket Media Group. Tom Feliu, the director. Now we move on to 44C, Director Long Form Content, Pat Hervey, Director, 19 Red. Oversight, Penn Drugwin Productions, Michael Skinner, the director, along with John Michael Shink. DCN presents Belladonna, DC Office of Cable Television, Mohammed Shamim, director. And now let's go on to 45D, Editor's Short Form Content. We've got Behind the Magic of 12 News Today from WWBT. That's Terrell Thompson, the editor. Survivor, Defense Media Activity, Alexander Henninger, editor. Alex Reaver, Open Composite, WBFF, and he's the editor. Black Artists in Montgomery County, Jonathan Jager, Montgomery County Media, Carolyn Roskauskas, the editor. We Are Your Defense 2020 Defense Media Activity, Alexander Henninger, the director. And now we've got editor long form content. We've got Mind Blowing Science, The Great Courses and Scientific American, Kristen Westfall, editor. Black Artists in Montgomery County, Duji Charmant, Montgomery County Media, and the editor, Nicholas Rule. Oversight, Pendragwin Productions, Michael Skinner, the editor, along again with John Michael Shink. So we got another round of categories out of the way, Jackie.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So let's go to social media and see what People are posting. We have this from Brian Hopkins. He says, gardening in my backyard is getting difficult as I'm dancing around at the same time celebrating my nomination along with Victoria Sanchez for a local news Emmy. Well, congratulations, Brian. Congratulations, Victoria. And gardening never feels better than if you've just been nominated for an Emmy.
Exactly. Although, let's hope that we can plan some more nominations. So, and just remember that anyone, if you want to see your post on right here, remember to use hashtag capital Emmys, where we'll see it. We'll pick them out at random. Maybe you'll right here. But if you do that, make sure you post with hashtag capital Emmys, because if you do, you'll be entered into a contest to be a virtual presenter on Emmy night, which is June 26th. Definitely an exciting opportunity right there, Jackie.
It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun to be part of all the action. So get creative. Let's see some more people gardening or whatever you happen to be doing when you find out that you've been nominated. All right,
And if
let's
you
move
are
on to the
gardening,
next.
let us know what you're planting.
Yeah, yeah. Let's find out. All right, moving on now to graphic arts. This is Baltimore Ravens composite, Ravens Productions, Brent Airy, animator. Austin Reddington, Game On, Liberty Flame Sports Network, Austin Reddington, graphics producer. Graphics composite, Defense Media Activity, Nathan Quinn, graphic arts, animation. Baltimore Ravens composite, Ravens Productions, Brittany Jorge, animator. Run, hide, fight. I'm sorry, this is a new category, and this is single entry. Photographer, short form content. Run, hide, fight, Rocket Media Group, Wes Sullivan, director of photography. Next category is photographer, long form content. This is Chesapeake Beacon's Maryland Public Television. Aerial photographers, Dave Ernest, Richard McDonald, Michael Sabola. Photographers John Paulson, Timothy Pugh, Benjamin Schunke, Michael Estrabio. Oversight, Pendragon Productions, Michael Skinner, cinematographer, John Michael Schink, cinematographer. This is video essay, A Journey of Education and Remembrance, LCPS TV, Jeffrey Rigel, editor. Fun with Flags, WBFF, Ben Ott, photojournalist. The Drive-By Parade, COVID birthday surprises. How many of those did we see during the year? So fun to see. WTVR, Todd Haas, photographer. This is writer long-form content. American Valor, We Stand Together. American Veterans Center, Tim Hulbert, writer. Politica ya con Sisiki Felix, WFDC, Intravisión, Rafael Henriquez, writer, producer. This is writer short form content. COVID-wise PSA campaign, Virginia Department of Health, Virginia State University, Jeffrey Stover, writer, Jesse Vaughn, writer. Marshall Yanda, Forever a Raven, Ravens Productions, Jay O'Brien, writer. This is Lynchburg, Game On, Liberty Flame Sports Network, Cullen Ecofee, writer. Jay Korf strikes again, WJLA, Jay Korf, reporter. This is for commercial, single spot, Virginia Family Dentistry, WTVR. Warehouse Cinemas, The Adventure Begins, High Rock Studios. Children's Urgent Care, Two Sides, Pirate, Mnemonic. This commercial campaign. City Center, DC, Find Your Joy, Dean Alexander Productions, Incorporated. Be the Driver campaign, Weber Shandwick. BGE's Fairy Tales, ICF. Congresswoman Elaine Luria, 2020 re-elect, Putnam Partners, LLC. This is public service announcement, single spot. Beware of ransomware, U.S. Secret Service. Keep the kindness going, WTVR. Threads of Hope, Grandma's House, High Rock Studios. DCPS, hashtag Reopen Strong, School Readiness Campaign, LAI video. City of Virginia Beach, Commonwealth's Attorney Office, Elder Abuse Awareness, PSA. Make it your business, City of Virginia Beach. Know Your Treasury Check, U.S. Secret Service. Juntos Violencia Doméstica, WFDC, Intravisión. Vote, Howard University. And Julio, I might need your help. This is public service announcement campaign.
All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got La Abuelina por Nuestra Salud y Bienestar, our grandmother for good health and our well-being. Latino Health Initiative, Montgomery County Communications Shop, Cabe Se Hueca Films.
Better you than me. All right, next
Your
one.
pronunciations have been great.
Keep it to about 3 or 4 words, I'm okay. CDC RX Awareness, ICF. Work Like a Girl, American Graduate, WHRO. COVID-wise, PSA campaign, Virginia Department of Health, Virginia State University.
And
All right, now we got a couple of things we got to remind everybody about what's going on here, because we know we don't always pronounce it right. But if we misspell it, that's a big deal. So you have to correct us, right?
Exactly,
So please
exactly.
let us know. Let us know
We're-
before we get the wrong name on a plaque.
Exactly, especially most of us who I'm sure work in the news business, we should all know about the importance of accuracy. But hey, you know, the full list of tonight's nominations will be posted on capitalemmy.tv at the end of this show. And again, like Jackie mentioned, if we misspelled something, please let us know quickly so we can correct it for Emmy night. Now, I'll admit, Jackie, I've had my fair share of spelling mistakes in the past. I'll openly admit it. I'll admit it.
Haven't we all?
Let's see what's coming up now. We've got this category, promotion, news promotion, topical single spot. We've got Shaken in Puerto Rico by WUSA 9. 13 News Now, Etched in Stone, The Hurt Behind the Heritage from WVEC. And now we move on to promotion, news promotion, image for single spots. WHRO Will Keep You Going from WHRO. Behind the Magic of 12 News Today from WWBT. All Devices 2, Cafe de Devices from WWBT. What the fucks? WTTG. I ask to myself to this day, what does the fox say? So yeah. Safely Back to School from WTVR. I have a story spin from WTVR. La Autoridad en el Tiempo, the Weather Authority, Telemundo 44, WZDC. And now we move on to promotions, news promotions. For campaigns, we've got ABC 7 Stories, promos by Jay Korf from WJLA. Get Your News, WWBT. Mini Morning Anchors from WTVR. You Know Us As from WWBT. Juntos Imparables, Together Unstoppable, Telemundo 44, WZDC. And now moving on to image promotion single spots. Here's to RVA 2020, WWBT. Desde mi ventana, From My Window, Telemundo 44, WZDC. Rise Up, Virginia Strong from WWBT. Virginia Together Back To from WTKR. And now we've got promotions. This is for promotional campaigns. Equality Matters from WUSA 9. And now we've got promotions, sports promotions. The Comeback, Game On, Liberty Flames Sports Network. The Chapters from Ravens Productions. Goles Cantados, Telemundo 44, WZDC. That means sung goals. Jackie, I'm sure a lot of people tonight have a lot of goals, though. I'm sure it's
Many
to win an
goals.
Emmy.
To win, I was going to say that's top of mind right now. Hey, just a final reminder before we get on with any more. We want to provide Emmy nomination certificates on request, so you need to go to the Emmy page, capitalemmys.tv, if you'd like us to send a certificate to you. And Julio, we only have 18 categories left.
Yes, take it away.
I will do that. All right, and the next one is weather, news, a February tornado strike, WUSA 9. On a mission, WBFF. This is weather long form content. 2020, a weather year like no other, WJLA. And that was just a single nomination for that category. This is also single weathercast, flooding on the James River, WTVR. This is talent anchor in weather. La Autoridad en el Tiempo, Telemundo 44, WZDC, Joseph Martinez, meteorologist. The weather of 2020, a year to remember, WTVR, Zach Daniel, chief meteorologist. Bill Kelly, ABC 7, chief meteorologist, WJLA. Now for news special, Freedom to Assemble, WUSA 9. Inequality in America, the March on Washington, WRC. Verify Your Vote, WUSA 9. 2020, a year like no other, WJLA. 2020 Focus, the push for equality, WSLS. This is for continuing coverage. Federal police lied about tear gas, WUSA 9. Project Baltimore, learned helplessness, WBFF. Where's my unemployment, WTTG. Trips, tickles, and gifts, WBFF. All right, Julio, here we go. Help me with as I continue the continuing coverage.
This is omisión mortal. Jefes no notifican a sus empleados sobre COVID-19. That means deadly omission. Bosses don't notify their employees over COVID-19. That one from Telemundo 44, WZDC. Let's go back to you,
Thank
Jack.
you so much I appreciate that. Next up, we have team coverage, racial injustice, unrest, and a presidential stroll to St. John's Church, WJLA. T44 protestas por George Floyd, Telemundo 44, WZDC. March on Washington, WUSA 9. House explosion, WBFF. Baltimore gas explosion, the investigation, the victims, and a community coming together, WJZ. Now we have talent, anchor, news. Leslie Foster, anchor, WUSA 9. And here was last night's host. You saw her last night, Michelle Marsh, composite, WJLA. Jonathan Elias, composite, WJLA. Adam Longo Anchor Composite, WUSA 9.
All right, so now we got another social media post, this one coming from Michelle Sauret. Hopefully I said that right. She says, the U.S. Army Reserve Production Team did it again. We were nominated for another hashtag Emmy tonight for the story, A Time of Honor. Emmys. Congrats to Jeremiah Richardson, Calvin Raymold, and Sergeant Casnero. Proud of the work we did together on this. Definitely congratulations, and definitely a lot of things to be proud of, especially everyone that's been nominated so far today. And if you haven't heard your category, you haven't heard your name or submission, there's still time tonight. And of course, if you want to see your social media post, make sure to use hashtag capital Emmys, I should say. And by doing that, you'll be entering your chance in a contest for the chance to be a virtual presenter on Emmy night, June 26th. Definitely a lot of excitement right there. And of course, all the details are on capitalemmys.tv. So make sure to be creative. Let us know how you are feeling. But hey, we've got 10 more categories to go. So let's roll with it.
You can post all the way till noon tomorrow. So you have some time. So think about it and put your best work out there. All right.
Exactly.
I think this is you, right? Okay. I was going to take your category.
I would have taken no offense to that, but let's see. We've got morning newscast, media markets. We've got NBC 12 News Today from WWBT. And that was the only entry in that category. But now we have daytime newscasts again. Media markets. We've got WSLS 10 News at 6, May flooding. WSLS up in Roanoke. Thousands of gun rights activists rally at state capitol, 6 p.m. newscast, WTVR. And now we move on to evening newscasts, still media markets. The tear gas incident, the 11 p.m. newscast from WTVR. WSLS 10 News at 11, Lynchburg protests from WSLS. NBC 12 News at 11, WWBT. And now we go on to weekend newscasts, media markets. This is for all you weekenders out there. I'm one of them. Zach Dahlheimer, I don't know if you're watching, but we've got NBC 12 News Weekend, WWBT. Demolition and demonstrations, WTVR. Got 6 more categories to go. Let's bring back Jackie.
All right, next up is morning newscast, larger markets, Swan Street standoff, WJLA. News for today, America in crisis, protesters hunker down inside of house, WRC. Next up, daytime newscast, larger markets, COVID-19 Q&A, WUSA 9. WUSA 9 news at 5 p.m., Tornado Show, WUSA 9. News 4 at 6 p.m., America in Crisis, WRC. Now, evening newscast, larger markets, WJZ news at 11, Northwest Baltimore explosion, WJZ. Remembering RBG, WUSA 9. WUSA 9 news at 11, first COVID-19 cases in Maryland, WUSA 9. America in crisis, protests and a presidential photo op, WRC. And now we have weekend newscasts, larger markets, ABC 7 news at 11 p.m., a city on fire, WJLA. Declaring victory, Biden wins 2020, WUSA 9. BLM protests, June 6, 2020, WUSA 9. News 4 at 11, America in crisis, WRC. We are down to the final 2 categories, so how do you want to do this? You want to take turns?
Well, we could do rock, paper, scissors, but how about we just alternate?
Okay, all right. I'll just go first.
You go first.
Okay. Community service. Hashtag See Me Montgomery, Montgomery Community Media.
ABC 7 News on your side in the community from WJLA.
Blue Ridge PBS, Project Southwest.
WUSA 9 Community Service.
And now we need a drum roll.
Our final category. I don't know if anybody
There we
could
go.
hear that.
There you go.
we've got Charlottesville Peg TV, City of Charlottesville, and that was for overall excellence.
WTVR, Working for You.
Trabajando para ti, Working for You, Telemundo 44, WZDC.
ABC 7 News on your side, WJLA.
NBC 4, Working for You from WRC.
Blue Ridge PBS.
NBC 12, WWBT.
WBFF, Covering a City in Crisis.
Montgomery County Media.
And that's
and look
it.
at that last one.
That's amazing. There were 393 total nominations between last night and tonight. And we want to thank our hosts from last night, Michelle Marsh and from WJLA, and Alberto Pimienta from Telemundo 44 NBC. And thank you, Julio.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure working with you tonight, Jackie. Honestly, I can't believe how fast time's gone by. It's just the whole time the suspense has just been building up. Well, look at that. We made it to the final stretch right there. But of course, we want you all to use hashtag capital Emmys, as well as @capital Emmys if you're going to be posting on social media. Post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, because you could be a virtual host for for the Emmy categories. And again, that's going to be June 29th. So you still got time. You still got until tomorrow.
Yeah, and congratulations. Congratulations to all of the nominees, and it's really impressive just to be nominated. So congratulations, and congratulations in advance to all of the winners.
And we will be back, or at least everybody will be back June 26th. Have a great night.
All right. See ya.